it's rising to the challenge. It's rising to the rising tide and saying, I'm a competitor, I'm an athlete, I'm going to still compete with the best. Maybe I'm even going to be the best. Hell, maybe I'm even going to be the fucking best, you know? Yeah, Leo.
Yeah, Leonardo.
Such a rush to get on the treadmill. But it's better after the workout anyway, so it's even better.
Yeah, Coco.
Yeah. Dad loves you. Dad's gotta go to work. Dad's gotta go to work.
Dove vai, Sam? Piscina?
Yeah, piscina.
Sara, no piscina.
Well, good morning. Good morning. Here we are. Now it's 7:41 in the morning, and we've run 4.5 miles. Today I am 7:14. I am 18 days into my 2025 triathlon season, so this is day 18 of camp. And today's plan, obviously, we just woke up, did a little 4.5 mile run, base run, 7:15 pace. And now we're off to swim, group swim, coach swim. Got that swim coach everyone said I should get. And the swim's been going great, so it's been nice, good, solid, hard work. Today should be a threshold day, a distance and threshold day. And then we'll continue. We're gonna get on the bike. We'll ride about 70 miles. The plan is 5 times 8 minutes plus 5 times 4 minutes. So it's an hour total of work. And then, believe it or not, then we will run off the bike. We'll do a second run off the bike, and we'll do some mile on, mile off repeats. Probably just 2 of those for 4 miles total to get up to, and then to shoot for 8 to 9 miles total of running for the day. So big solid day. Obviously the work is building. It's nice because I'm acutely tired, right? Because I've been going every day, but I'm not chronically tired. Like I said to Kenny last time he came out, remember? And like, gosh, the last 3-4 times you've come out, everything I've had to say, I'm just so tired. Like I don't feel like I'm so tired I can't get out the door. And now it's like, I'm very tired in my upper body, especially because I've been swimming so much. I'm already at 18,000 yards for the week at the start of the day. So 6,000 today will put me at 24,000. So the muscles are tired, but my brain is fresh and my hormones are fresh. And so it feels good, it feels good to be going strong and to be, setting up a great season. So let's go and kick ass in that 2025 season, the Sam Long method.
ones on 120. That same pattern. And then the really sickening part. Don't even look at it. We'll worry about it later. Okay. Right here in this first 2200 or something, I'm really asking for 1, 2, 3 max efforts. Out of 2200, I want 3 max efforts. There's a lot of negative split in there. There's a lot of this like 80 to 90%, 80%. And there's a little bit of just like super easy like this. Good? Yeah. Just make the interval on this one. 2 more. Just make the interval on this one. Good job. Ready? Yep. 1035. 107. 1085. Yep. Just make the interval here. On the 40, just make the interval. Yep, 455, both of you. Well done. Excellent negative splits again, gents. Good work. I believe we're out on the 20. 4 ones on 120. First one, just make interval. Just make the interval here. On the 40, just make the interval. Ready?
Justin, how's Sam's swim been coming along since you've had eyes on him?
He's doing a really good job. I was pretty impressed. I mean, mostly he just seems really motivated to get better, you know, and if you're motivated and you're willing to work hard, you're going to get something out of it. So, yeah, it's been really fun. It's doing a good job.
Has it been different since last time you had eyes on him? Have you noticed any?
Yeah, he just seems a little more focused on what I would call the right things. Before, it's not that he wasn't motivated, he was motivated, but he was a little bit all over the place, maybe going after the wrong things in my opinion. And this time around he seems like he's still super motivated, but he's more focused on what I think are the right things.
How's he looking, Coach?
It's looking strong, you know, not too strong, not yet. You know, you gotta build. He's in good hands here with Justin, so let's see what happens.
101 low, 101 low, 1049, 1050. Yep. 112.
Good work.
Nice
Yeah,
job.
nice work. Nice job.
101, 5, Sam, 104.
Yeah, so you know, my philosophy right now is I'm trying to I guess learn the art of swimming. Like, so I'm coming at it with the approach not just of okay, I want to get faster, but like how do I actually learn basically everything. I want to learn everything there is to be learned about swimming, right? Like how swimmers think, how swimmers execute things, how their technique looks, just how they function, right? And even we learned an important thing that I had never known that swimmers always do, but basically it's implied that swimmers always build into their sets. Like all good swimmers will do this. I never knew this until 2 weeks ago. Like if you give 10 times 100, or say, yeah, it could be 10 times 100. Like they might start at a 110 pace, and then they might end the last one at 101 pace. And that's just how they do it. And so now I'm always trying to basically build into the sets when I swim, and that seems to be helping. And also, yeah, I mean, a lot of things are helping, you know, like my right shoulder, for example. I've had like a dozen bike crashes over my life, and every single time I happen to roll onto my right shoulder. And so like the muscles and fascia and even how the bone sits in my right shoulder now, like it's just a little bit different. So I've really had to work on a mobility routine to get that fixed, basically, to get it more equal to my left, as well as my thoracic mobility. So that's been helping. And then big volume is definitely, like today, what's nice is I'm swimming basically on par with my best, especially if you consider how hairy my legs are, which makes a difference because I haven't shaved since Dubai, so that's like 9 weeks now. And like today, yeah, like I have no power in my body, but it forces me to basically find ways to reduce drag and to use finesse, to use the rotation of the body, and just being more aware of everything I'm doing, whether it's like how I'm holding my hands or my feet or my head and all these things. And then obviously it's great having a coach on deck, having a group to motivate. It just helps the work go by easier. And then I'm now doing, I get good proper, I have another coach as well, and I get video feedback once a week with one thing to work on. So I'm now like very, very hopeful of the process, and I'm just, again, I don't have, maybe it's wrong, maybe I should say like, okay, the goal is I need to swim, like I need to swim with Vincent Louis and I need to swim with Henry Schumann by April in Singapore, you know. That's not how I'm going about it. I'm just much more process oriented of if I learn the art of swimming, if I learn how to think and act and behave like a swimmer and execute like a swimmer, that then I believe it will come. And there's just no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts in life. Like Simon Shee, he wasn't here today, who's such a nice guy, and he's coming to practice, and he swam at Texas. And you know, I was just kind of asking him about, he reached out to me on Instagram. He said, hey, I'd love to help you, anything with swimming, any questions. So we were talking after practice, and like he was talking about in high school, like every day he swam at 5 a.m., 5 till 7, and then like 3:30 till 5:30. So two-hour practices swimming per day in high school. So it's like, no wonder he's an amazing swimmer. Like, you know, and I asked him, oh, well, what was your life like in high school? Like, you couldn't have had much of a social life. And it's like, absolutely, yeah. Like, there's no social life. I was just focused on becoming a swimmer. And so it's just putting the time in and trying to catch up with that time. And like, it's draining energetically and mentally, because I'm changing how my body works and functions. And so then in some ways I have to accept a sacrifice on the bike and run in the short term, and maybe like be lower on the bike and run. But it's a long season and it's a long year, and the goal is to raise the swim, and then I'm obviously 100% confident I can get the bike and run up in pretty little time to where I need it to be. Alrighty, what are we doing here? We are the off season. God, the off season is the worst phrase ever in the existence of phrases, because it's like anything but the off season. It's like the get to the nitty gritty details. See, that's like what off season should be called, right? So, anyways, off season is for tweaking things, right? Because you have time before races, so you can tweak things. So every year I kind of try to make the bike fit a little bit better. So making the bike fit better here, or trying to make the bike fit better, playing with things. So what we've got here, Trek sent me some different risers. So I'm actually putting on a slightly negative angle riser. Gosh, they sent out quite a few of them. I have to figure out which one's which. So these are, negative angled risers to tilt the bars down a little bit, because I think it's going to help my head. Like right now it's like that. If I tilt it like that, one, it'll close the gaps to my ear, and two, it'll make me be able to see up the road without having to move my head as much, which will make me more aerodynamic and more comfortable. And so it's all about, I've been thinking a lot about angles in life, because if you think about it, if you could just master angles, you would basically be, gosh, these are quite a few of these things. If you can master angles, you would be an expert at almost everything. Like, if you think about it, what is swimming? Swimming is all about mastering angles, right? There's so many angles. Your wrist angle, your elbow angle, your shoulder angle, your knee angle, your ankle angle, everything's just angles. What's a bike? It's all the angles. It's the angles of the pedal stroke. What's shooting a basketball? It's all angles. Like, if you can just, it's nerdy, but like if you can just master angles, you would basically be an expert at everything in life. So that's what I've been thinking about.
Is it keeping you up at night?
Well, I was awake all night, but that's just because I was excited to spend the day with you, I was just excited to spend the day with Kenny.
So sweet.
So
what are you doing here?
yeah, so you can see it's gonna tilt the bar just ever so slightly down, which is gonna be cool. And of course, it's all just trial and error. Like, there's no guarantee this is better. But that's kind of what I've found with Bike Fit. Like, you gotta just experiment. Like, it's all working with like, my Bike Fit is about working with my body. Your Bike Fit should be about working with your body. And it's all about compromises. Like, finding comfort in one area might create discomfort in another area. Or you find comfort, but it's at a cost to aerodynamics. And so it's always trying to find the optimal balance of everything. And like, I just think feeling is the most powerful thing, I guess, when it comes to a Bike Fit. Like, there's the theory, and the theory is great, and you use the theory, but then you gotta get out there and you gotta see like how it feels in your body, and if it's comfortable, and if you can produce power, and if it feels aero. Stats there. Cool. Whew, getting fit. Get fit or die trying. That's what we'll call it. That wind was pretty gnarly. That's really all I've been thinking about.
It was pretty, especially coming back the last few miles.
Going out was pretty fun. It was pretty easy going out, but the last few miles were tough. I ended up just doing 3 of the, so I did 5 of the 8-minuters, and then I did 33 minutes at 302 or 303 watts, 33 minutes. And I just did 3 of the 4-minuters between 380 and 390. And everything had 2 minutes of rest. The 8 minutes, the 4 minutes, and even between the 33 minutes and the 4 minutes. So, yeah, I can definitely feel the swim. Like, I can definitely feel the swim in my body. Makes it a bit harder, but I'm stoked with that, you know? And, yeah, it's funny how we use language, right? I'm a little behind where I was at last year at this time, but I'm actually ahead. I'm going to say I'm ahead because last year I was so fit so early, and then it just made the end of the year so hard and so tough. So it's like I'm purposely behind. I'm purposely holding back just a little on the bike and the run and putting that extra energy into the swim. And of course, it's still hard work. You know, it's still hard work all the time. And yeah, I definitely I enjoy training, but you know, every minute I'm gone is a minute I'm not spending with my beautiful boy and my beautiful wife, and that allows me to focus so that I can get it done, to be with them, and it gives me a different kind of hunger and fire burning inside to be the best. I call an audible, I turn it into a fartlek, so based off time instead of distance, usually just wind. It's now more just effort based because depending where I'm running, it's going to make a big difference. But yeah, an interesting thing to think about, like as you come back right from off season, from your break, we're now in off season. This is an off season training day right now. 6 hours of training for off season. That what you're good at will come back faster. So I was talking with another pro, and it's like, oh wow, I'm only 3 weeks in and I'm swimming almost my best. And it's like, well yeah, swim's your strength, right? So what you're good at will come back quick. Just as my bike has come back quick, and like, for me, I can maintain a high level of bike fitness, well, for like 8 months last year, more even. Really from January till November, my bike fitness was quite high. But running, of the 3, I feel like running is the one you really gotta try and peak, that magical word, peak, because it's just hard to maintain for long periods of time. So the goal this year, really peak the run for the races I want to peak for. That's the cool thing, as I keep getting stronger pretty well every day, my lactate threshold gets adjusted. Now, what got me out the door there? You know, I was beat up, I was tired, I was unmotivated after the run, after the bike, after the wind, after the hard swim, after the week, unmotivated. But what got me out the door is, you see, the sport, it keeps evolving. The athletes, or a lot of athletes of 2024 are different than athletes of 2023, and we're in a great era of triathlon, right? We got Helle Geens who just come out, who just won the world champs, who just put down a phenomenal run. We got Rico Bogan smashing it. Every year, sure, we still got Christian, we still got Gustav. We still got Christian, we still got Gustav, because I expect them to be bringing the fire in 2025. We got Lionel. It's like every year the sport gets accelerated, the sport gets more competitive. Like, just being the same, you're going to look worse. You know, just being the same ability level, you're going to look worse. And each year, I like to think I've been there. Actually, I've been in the top 10 every single year since 2020 in the PTO World Rankings. So what gets me out the door? I suppose it's rising to the challenge. It's rising to the rising tide and saying, I'm a competitor, I'm an athlete, I'm going to still compete with the best. Maybe I'm even going to be the best. Hell, maybe I'm even going to be the fucking best, you know? And that's what gets me out the door, even though I'm unmotivated, even though I'm tired, and we're gonna get there.